What's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? My name is David DeFranco, and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Flips. In my possession is my second ever video game mystery box. My first mystery box was a huge success. I'm currently in talks with the eBay seller of these mystery boxes. Unfortunately, he told me he's running out of inventory, so he did have to take off the listing on eBay. So I got one of the last ones from him, which is actually really cool to think about. But the good news is he has enough inventory left over, but it's more expensive inventory, and he's offering to give me a discount on our larger box. So how much do you think I should pay? 100, 150? He does say he has a console left and some games and some accessories that are worth more money than your typical $30 mystery box. So I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on it, maybe get back to him tomorrow, and well, I guess we'll see what happens for a future video on Video Game Flips. But before we get into today's mystery box, I would like to give you a quick update on previous sales that I made on eBay in response to Video Game Flips. Honestly, guys, it's just a proof to say, look, I'm actually making money. I'm not just throwing money away just to get things in my possession. I'm actually selling things that I'm getting in-house. So here we go. First of all, I did indeed sell one of the blue PlayStation 2 controllers for $33.12 after fees, taxes, and all that stuff, shipping. I made $15.21. Man, they really get you on those fees. But hey, money is money. I also sold a lot of 9 PlayStation 2 games, loose discs, and empty cases for $19.73, and after fees and shipping, $7.99. Keep in mind, those are literally all loose discs and 2 empty cases for, it looks like Siphon Filter and Driver 2, Driver 3? I think it was Driver 2. Next up was a lot of 4 PSP games and 1 UMD movie. These actually just arrived today for the customer. I sold them for $38 after fees and shipping, $22.10. Not bad considering those games and that movie were included with that untested PSP, which is really cool. I also sold a lot of 6 PlayStation 2 games for $22.88 after fees and shipping, $10.06. Shipping was a little more pricey than I was expecting, so unfortunately I took a small hit there. And last but not least, the PSP 1001, which I did brick by accident. I definitely bricked it because unfortunately the stupid battery came out while the system was updating. I tried everything, and yeah, I know you can get something called a Pandora battery. Guys, honestly, I wasn't about to invest in that because that would cut into my profits, but I found a buyer who was actually interested in getting it and just try to fixing it himself, which I thought was really cool. So I sold that for $39.22, and after fees and shipping, $24.90. So if you combine the PSP with the PSP games and the movie, we've got what, $22.10 plus, let me see, $24.90. That's profit or gross of $47, and that's more than what I paid for everything. I think I paid, what was it, $30 or $40? So yeah, I mean, I'm in the black. Technically in the black, right? That's why they call it Black Friday. Anyway, the point is, guys, I'm selling things, and that is awesome. And I can't say it enough. Video Game Flips is all about transparency with you guys. And I want to tell you as things sell, and possibly more important, as things don't sell. Because sometimes you just get a dud, you know? Sometimes you get a dud. Okay, here we go. Potentially my last mystery box from this seller. We'll see. But this isn't going to stop me, guys, from getting other mystery boxes from other sellers. By the way, if you guys are interested in selling me any of your old consoles, your old games, or maybe a mystery box of your own, let me know. Contact me via my personal website right below, and perhaps we'll get talking. All right. Who is sending a ton of laughing emojis? Harley Dixon. That is your mother's anus. And a lot of laughing emojis. That's what the exclusive vlogs give you, guys. Okay, so for context, the first mystery box was amazing. Not from a reseller's perspective, but instead from the perspective of someone who's been gaming since the 80s. I just love getting my hands on classic games for consoles that I haven't touched in years, like the Game Gear and all that stuff. And well, that's exactly what happened. So I'm not going to set up my expectations too much because there's a good chance Mystery Box 1 is better than Mystery Box 2. So here we go. Expectations are in check. Let's go. Not even going to look. I'm just going to grab stuff. Oh, well, much like last time, the seller did a fantastic job at wrapping everything up. I'm not even going to look because I want this to be a true mystery. I think I saw a PlayStation 4 game in there. So let's get that over with. I don't want to spoil anything for myself. He did a really good job at wrapping this. Thankfully, I can reuse all of this for my eBay store. Okay, so let's start from the bottom and work our way to the top. All right. Yes, it is indeed a PlayStation 4 game, and I actually don't have this. Far Cry 4 Complete Edition. I have... Oh, wait, no. You know what? I still haven't played Far Cry 4. Huh. This is actually kind of tempting. I've played Far Cry 3. I think 3 was the last one I really liked. Then I played Far Cry... What's the old Far Cry style game where they're like in the old game? I don't know what it's called. Primal, that's it. Far Cry Primal. I think a lot of people didn't like that, but I'm pretty sure Primal is the last Far Cry game I tried. I recall not hating it because I'm a big bow and arrow guy, especially in The Last of Us and the newer games from Tomb Raider. But anyway, the point is, I have not played Far Cry 4, so perhaps I'll check this out. And yes, I'm adding this to my collection. Honestly, this isn't even worth selling on eBay, and the disc looks fantastic. This guy was a lot like me, and he clearly took care of his games, or I don't know where this came from. But you know what? Just for the sake, I kind of spoiled something. I saw a Genesis game, which is really cool. Thank you, dude. Hold on. Let me see here. Just for the sake of video game flips, let's see how much this sells for. This sells for, let me see, $15 new. Oh, $15 pre-owned. $12 pre-owned. But you know what? I'm gonna add this to my collection because honestly, it's just not worth flipping. After I sell it, I get what, $5-6 profit. So I will definitely be adding that to my collection. Plus, it's been a while since I added a PS4 game to my collection. All right, this feels like it could be another demo disc. Let's see what it is. It's not a demo disc. Interesting. Starhawk for the PS3, and of course, much like Far Cry 4. It looks perfect. It looks absolutely perfect. I'm ashamed to say, I mean, yeah, I've got a lot of experience of gaming, but I've never heard of Starhawk for the PS3, so we are going to look that up real quick. This is worth $12 new, $5 pre-owned. So honestly, because it's disc only, I think I'm just gonna put it in lots of existing things on eBay just to get my value up a little bit. All right, let's see here. Ooh, this one's thick. This is a Dreamcast game with a blue label. Was this in Europe? This may have been Europe. Huh. Monaco Grand Prix Racing Simulation 2. I do not own this game. Honestly, I do not own this. I've never played it. And hold on, let's see if the disc is good. Dude, I don't even know if I can play this on my Dreamcast. I'm not sure. I probably can. But yeah, made in EU. I knew it. So, dude, that's so cool. That is actually really cool. Dude, thank you so much for including a Dreamcast game. Dreamcast games are awesome. The Dreamcast console in general is amazing. So how much does this sell for? Hey, Shiloh. Okay, so this one sells for $45 brand new. But $11 to $12 pre-owned. So because this is the European edition, well, yeah, I've had a lot of water. You get it? Because, all right, moving on. Seriously though, I do not own any Blue Label European Dreamcast games, so the fact that this can be added to my collection, that is huge. Like, this is my favorite one so far. Like, I'm not a big Grand Prix guy. I gotta be perfectly honest with you. That's the whole point of a mystery box, though. But the fact that it's a Dreamcast game and it's European, it's Blue Label, and it's the first of its kind for me, this is definitely my favorite by far today. So awesome. Awesome choice. And last but not least, maybe least, we'll see. Actually, least is definitely Starhawk. This is a Genesis game. What is it? Wardlock. Interesting. Never played this. Never played it, but I will definitely be adding this to my collection. Let me see here. Wardlock, Genesis. And this sells for $35 pre-owned with the case and manual, but the cartridge only about $5 to $6, maybe $10, maybe $10. I actually might flip this. I actually might flip this right back just to get a little bit of my money back. As much as I love getting the classic games for like Super Nintendo, like last time I got Porky's something, I forget what it was called, Holiday Adventure, I have no idea. But the fact that it's Porky, I don't care about Porky, but there was something more special about Porky than this game. Like, I just don't care about this, so I might flip it. Now, you know what? Guys, erase everything I just said. I'm gonna add this to my collection. This is the point of a mystery box, because if I flip this, after fees and shipping, I'm gonna make, what, like $4 or $5? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Honestly, guys, the reason why I do these mystery boxes is mostly for my collection purposes. Now and then I'll find something that I can flip, now and then. But generally speaking, I'm going to keep all of these games except for this. Starhawk, I just don't care about this game at all. I don't really care about this, but again, because it's a Genesis game, I'm going to be holding on to it. This game I actually might play through. Far Cry 4 on the PS4. I say that, I probably won't play through it, but at least I can add it to my collection, so that's cool. And this is definitely my favorite. Honestly, guys, I have no real interest in playing this too much, if I can play it. I have to look up whether the Dreamcast is region free, I forget. But the fact that it's a European Blue Label Dreamcast game, this is by far my favorite item today. So very cool. I don't know if I can say Mystery Box 2 is better than Mystery Box 1, because it's quite different this time around. But I can say this, I am not disappointed. Like, I am genuinely not disappointed. This is a nice variety. And of course, as always, no sports games. So thank you for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. What else would you like to see on Video Game Flips? Let me know, because now that I have this awesome TV behind me, that means I can plug in things like, you know, the Dreamcast and used PlayStation 4s and maybe even a Genesis or whatever. In other words, I'm just getting started. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Happy gaming, and I'll talk to you soon.